Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Friday. My name is Rayge, and we are back today to talk about the very important mana shift that is happening right before our eyes in the coming week here with respect to the Fantastic Four. As I pointed out in the last couple of weeks, preparation-wise, we are going to see, ladies and gentlemen, a massive arena shift. Everything you'll see in Arena is going to start to change and deviate in terms of just new Fantastic Four MCU characters being now slotted in, especially with the release of Franklin Richards next week. Now, what's my game plan? I want to talk about that real quickly because for those of you that have been following along, you'll know that I've been preparing, saving some power cores for Franklin Richards. We already utilized power cores recently this week, actually, with Mr. Fantastic because of the fact that there was a preemptive bug there that they already patched up. But we got the unlock. We knew we were going to need him up anyways with the combination of him as well as Sue Storm, Invisible Woman MCU, and as well obviously Franklin Richards being released next week, and we're just waiting for that blog announcement today. So what's my game plan, guys? We already have one out of the three members unlocked, obviously Mr. Fantastic. I'm building him up. Franklin Richards coming next week. I do fully plan to use the power cores to unlock him to get him ready to go. He's the most important piece to this puzzle, right? Having these three, and then we're going to see what the remaining two members are. I don't think it's going to be the Thing and Human Torch. That's why minimal investment has been made for them. But remember, guys, there is also in the data mines a new danger room that's coming for Fantastic Four. So, I mean, if you build them up, they're going to give you value elsewhere. But just keep in mind with the danger room, it's a one and done thing, right? So once you get the rewards and whatnot, whether it be renting some of these characters perhaps for the progression, you may not need them going forward. And very, very similar to kind of what we saw with the Annihilators. Actually, let me just show you here real quick. With the Annihilators, when they first came out, keep in mind, they were, obviously there was the three big ones being Gore, Thanos Endgame, and Gladiator being the most important. But then, you'll see that my Ultimus and as well as my Silver Surfer, they didn't get much love because very quickly we saw that they had diminishing returns and they weren't even slotted into the arena team only at the very beginning until you started bringing in some of those very massive mythic characters, right? And that's kind of what I foresee here, right? Odin, Xavier, Mephisto, Skrull variants that we're going to see in different versions of this team, and all kind of playing a part in the turn meter and trying to see who can get the one up on the opponent. And for those that are unaware, remember that there's going to be a lot of value coming from these investments too. I mean, the real reason we want to be building up this team, not just for Arena, I mean, obviously the core reason driving this is the fact that we can stay, in a healthy top 10, top 20, heck, even top 50 position, earning, anywhere from 400 to 500 power cores per day. We need to be doing this because the moment we start dropping below this 50 mark into this 51 to 100, heck, even into the 100 to 250, I mean, we're just not getting a lot of value for the power core. So that's why, guys, Arena is probably one of the best value investments you can make for a team because they usually have pretty good staying value. I mean, the Annihilators have been there since August, so it's been close to a year, guys. It's about time that the mana shift has happened here, as we kind of seen with some of the new character additions and as other mythic characters have been able to kind of, change things up in terms of variation. But yeah, it's been fun. That's why we do need this change. But we as I point out in my past videos, right, you have to spend cores to make cores, and that's what's going to happen here. We're going to be spending the cores that we've hoarded and saved now, and it's going to give us more pivot space to be able to generate cores once again, especially once you see all these different teams here. As you can see, still predominantly Annihilators plus some versions of other mythic characters or Null, Shadow King we've seen being slotted in. So that's why we want to prepare, guys. But in terms of the shard level now, also eagerly waiting for today's blog post announcement because we're going to get additional details on what's happening with Invisible Woman MCU. Now remember, because she was the first release character of this team, she should actually have a free-to-play event. We know in the coming weeks she's going to be included in the way of a battle pass or strike pass based on the data mines that we saw, but we haven't seen her event. And what I mean by event is, remember in the past here where we recently just had the Accursed team coming out, and they actually included two characters for the command center. It was Satana as well as Halverine, right? We haven't seen that with the Invisible Woman yet because you can see they're still wrapping things up here with the Accursed team, the Hood being a third and final member here as part of this. So what do I see in the next week or so? Invisible Woman, Sue Storm, she might be included in the command center next week. I didn't see that in data mines, to be honest. It could be the following week, but then the question you have to ask then is, can you wait? Are you able to wait a week here in order to see what that's going to look like for Invisible Woman? And that's why we're only at 26 out of 100 charts. But the key thing here is, remember, guys, we do actually have the opportunity here to purchase shards of her using Intel. And it's 5 shards for 12,000, I believe, right? So actually really good. We have a decent amount of Intel. So my game plan is this. And again, guys, you don't have to follow it, but this is just how I'm preparing in the meantime, is that I'm going to get her shards to around 40 to 50 shards with the Intel credits. So that gets me to the halfway mark. And then worst case, when it does come out next week and we see a massive mana shift, we'll be ready to actually just purchase the rest of her using the Intel credits. Or remember, she has an orb, guys. So after we're done with Franklin here, you could actually just pivot over real quickly and actually use power cores to unlock Invisible Woman. She's got a bit of that. We had a bit from the Twitch rewards. We had a bit from these Path to Invisible Woman. I believe they still have some recurring milestones, as you can see right there. 10 out of 20 open. So there's still opportunities to get more shards of her, but it's just how long can you wait, right? We could see a massive shift next week, or maybe everyone's slower in the shift and it doesn't actually take in, and then we can actually take a little bit more time. But either way, I am in a holding pattern. I am going to get her to 40 to 50 shards with the Intel credits. That puts me in a decent position at the halfway mark. And then I'm going to see how my arena shift takes place, because everyone's arena is going to be a little different. I know for a fact that I'm going to be building up Mr. Fantastic. I know for a fact that I'm going to be unlocking, building up Franklin next week. So that's kind of my preemptive game plan right now. It's really Invisible Woman that's kind of the question mark, because we're, again, in that standstill position where we just don't know where her shards are going to land. And we want to be smart about this too, right? We want to make sure that we're taking advantage of some value that we can in the meantime without having to overinvest, especially if we know there are going to be shards coming for her. So that in a nutshell is what's happening, guys. Yeah, either way, I'll keep you guys up to date though. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, but in the meantime, we'll see what the blog says. We'll see how we can prepare in the meantime. And at the end of the day, guys, don't forget to, there's also some showcase events you can take advantage of with these characters and fantastic findings, as well as we still have a few days here remaining here for the cursed one that they brought back. So remember, this one is also going on for another couple weeks. So hope this helps, guys. Happy Friday. Let me know what you think. Comments below. Are you guys preparing? Are you guys coring? Let me know down. I'm eager to hear back. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.